Before I met Jamila, there was an emptiness. I had a great career, great life, great friends. I was happy most of the time, but sometimes, when I would see happy couples, I wondered, is there anyone out there for me?
When Brian Met, I loved this. I loved the puppetry. I think it's such a beautiful kind of art form, and I'm sure it takes so much skill and talent. And I love when stuff like that gets showcased because it's not something that we really see in our current society very often anymore. And I think that there's something so fantastic about seeing, somebody else's passion come out. And apart from, the actual medium that they were using, the story itself I thought was fantastic. I loved the kind of reflection that was happening and this, looking back at to the start, to the very beginning of something that clearly was impactful. Seemingly it lasted the ages. And I think there's something so beautiful about that, about going back to the beginning of when it's all fresh and new and the potential is there, but you don't know where that's going to take you. You don't know how it's going to unfold. And hearing how much love was, clearly had been woven in through all of the years when you're reflecting back on the very first meeting, I think is, like I said, I thought it was really, really beautiful. And I think that, that's for a lot of people, like that's, kind of the goal. That's what you want. You want to make a lasting impact. You want your relationship to stand the test of time. And at the end of it, you want to look back at the beginning with that much love. And I think, like I said, it was truly, truly beautiful.
When Brian Met Jamila, this film made me laugh so much. I mean, the whole idea that these are, puppets, it's very fun, it's very amusing because puppets are always enjoyable to watch. But it gets better because I love the way he talks about love, like he's happy in his life, right? He's successful, he has friends, he has family, and he's enjoying life, and yet he feels, alone because he has no partner. And he only feels this when he sees other people in couple, which is something that happens in real life because a lot of us are single and are happy being single, but then we see someone with a couple, with a boyfriend, with a girlfriend, and it's like, oh man, I want to have that, and then we start to feel like we can't be happy if we don't have that, if we don't find that, and I love how this film captures that silly idea, and it does so in a very amusing, fun way. And I love how he changes drastically by the end of the film, and he just wants to follow her anywhere, like Paris, like a Hello Kitty store. So that's very amusing. So great job, guys. I really love this one.
When Brian Met Jamila. Great job on this. I love stop motion, and I guess that's what this is with puppets, or maybe it's not quite the same, but I loved it. Really great puppets. They all looked really cute, fit their characters. Funny script, and the narration was great. The music was a little overpowering at times, but I liked and appreciated the style of music. I thought it went really well with the story, and it was a really cute story. And I love the poet. I think he's like a spoken word poet. Super good there. He kind of seemed a little 70s or reggae. Love the visuals of the places that he followed her to at the end, all the places behind them as they're walking. Just a really, really great story, really well executed all the way through, so good job.
When Brian Met Jamila, this is a cute, meet cute rom-com, sort of short film here. what stands out the most is not only the way that the green screen is all set up for the puppeteers, but the puppeteer work itself. Like, this is really high quality. I really love that it's a Black story sort of told in this fashion. We're getting a little bit of something that we're familiar with. You can definitely see that there's some inspiration. I definitely was thinking of things like Sesame Street, and having these moments of watching the story come together of this ultimately meet cute story, because I think the really main focus was showcasing the art of the puppet work themselves, and I think the filmmakers did a fantastic job in being able to showcase such personality in these characters, and the work and time and delicacy that they've taken into them is definitely quite noticeable.